Oh my, what have we done? Welcome back to Covey Chase Farm. I appreciate you watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, please go ahead and do that. I greatly appreciate it. Well, I'm obviously not at the farm today. I am in front of the newly purchased Covey Chase tire shop. Well, farm store. It's going to be a farm store. Actually, this is going to be a multi-phase project. As you can see, it used to be a tire shop. It was a filling station back in 1962 when it was originally built here in Stamford, Kentucky. I am going to convert it into a warehouse first, some storage, walk-in freezer, and then longer-term goal is to open up a farm store here on Highway 27. It runs between Stamford down into Somerset. Actually, it runs all the way up through Nicholasville into Lexington. Take a quick walk through the store and let me show you what my goals are here for this. You come in and you have a little shop area right here. This is where their office was. It's closed off. More about that here in a moment. But you walk here and here is where you're in to the repair area. You had two very large bays, goes up pretty high. You see a large mechanical lift here. I don't even have the electric on yet. It comes on Monday. So hopefully this isn't too dark. But phase one of this is for a walk-in freezer. I need some expanded storage, and I really don't have a great place to do this on the farm. This is literally about a mile away at the most from the farm on a major thoroughfare. So the intent is, first step, we're gonna sell or give away this auto lift here, and then probably refinish the floor. We've got electrical people coming in, repaint, get everything kind of cosmetically looking better, and then we will put in a fairly good sized walk-in freezer right here. The plan would be is that the door for the freezer would be here. That would allow me to continue to use this bay to bring back a trailer in or the truck and be able to load or unload out of the weather right here. I would also come in here, all this, we see we are starting to accumulate what we're gonna take out of here. Everything in here will be out of here, and we will have our chest freezers that will be right here. That's phase one of the project, and probably will be the phase that takes us through this next year. That's the primary purpose of why we bought the place. However, we did want the ability to expand at some point and thought it would be pretty neat to have a retail outlet that's sitting right up here on a major road in our town. So the next phase would be to turn this area here into a farm store. We would redo the paneling, paint, make it look like a farm store. I think it would look really great right here. The farm store may be a several phase project on its own. It would be rather easy to put a glass case freezer in there, sell meat directly right out of it. A lot of advertising possibilities here on this road frontage. However, then you have to man the store. So I've been playing with the idea of how could I do a self-service type of convenience store here where you would come in, buy locally raised, pasture-raised, premium meat, beef, chicken, lamb, pork, etc. So I'd really like to come up with a way that people could access this at their own leisure, their own convenience. Simply come into the farm store. Imagine walking in, everything's open, and then you have a wall of freezers with various meats in it. You'd be able to come up, put a credit card, it would open the doors, and you would choose. You could look at what you wanted, choose it, take it out, close the door, and then at that point, your credit card would be charged, and you would go ahead and leave. So that's my vision. That's where I would really love to take this. Trying to figure out the technology on all that and make sure cost-wise you can make it happen. That may be a little more difficult. So I guess I felt like I didn't have enough to do, but really excited. And I tell you, maybe it's a video for another day, and maybe sometime I'll get him on camera. But the gentleman I bought this from is really an icon in our town. He's 86 years old, retired from the Army as a first sergeant, spent time in Korea, spent time in Vietnam, had a great little place here and has done a good job with it. And it's been a pleasure to be able to talk with him especially and learn a lot of history and what he's lived through in his life, but then hopefully to carry on the tradition of this little spot. Don't worry, there's still farm stuff happening. We've got 500 baby chicks coming here in around 20 days or so. Another batch of baby pigs were born. They were born this morning. Excited about that. They'll be on pasture here at the farm in a couple months. We've got some ewes that are getting ready to lamb, so we'll have another batch of baby lambs here pretty soon. So a lot going on. Plus this. I hope everybody has a great week.